Guys, we find ourselves in chapter 19 and we learn about Lot, and oh my goodness, I can relate to this guy. We learn that he's sitting at the gate of Sodom, which means he's very much a part of the city. He's, again, in, integrated in the society. To sit at the gate, he must be some sort of official or a judge. And we know the depravity, and he knows exactly what he was getting into when he got to Sodom, because there was all kinds of crazy things going on there. But we also see that he has a heart for the Lord, and he actually is mentioned as being righteous. So he has this dichotomy inside of him where he's trying to chase and go after the things of the world, yet trying to hold fast to the Lord. He's trying to serve two masters. I heard a commentary once that it says, he was too happy. He had too much of the world in his heart to be happy with the Lord. He had too much of the Lord in his heart to be happy with the things of the world. So he honestly, I felt like me. I can relate to that. I can relate to trying to chase after all the things the world has to offer, yet trying to remain faithful to the Lord and hold fast to his promises and rest in his promises and his purpose for my life, but at the same time trying to do things on my own strength. We learn a ton from him. He makes all kinds of mistakes, bad decisions. In fact, he offers his daughters up. Like, there's some of the things in this story I just don't sit well in my heart. But we see how living in a society where things are so wicked around him, if he my understanding, or what I interpret from the story, from his story, is that he, although believed in the Lord, he let a lot of these things seep into his heart, which leads me to believe he wasn't really sitting with God as much. If we compare him to Abraham, which is his uncle, previous chapters, Abraham talked to the Lord. Abraham was expectant for the Lord, and the Lord actually came and talked to Abraham face to face multiple times. Lot, we don't hear much about that. It almost like feels that he knew about the Lord through his uncle, and he was almost just his understanding of the Lord came from what he heard from his uncle, but that relationship was not fully there. Therefore, his heart was not protected, and he kept chasing the things of this world, and his life was somewhat wasted, because when he goes out of Sodom, he's the only one that's saved. The rest of his family perishes. So guys, let this be a warning to us. We need to be chasing God even in the midst of our work. In the world we live in, amongst us, there will be wickedness. We need to be chasing that relationship with God rather than things of the world, and sitting in that instead of sitting in the gates of Sodom. God bless, guys.